Greetings, everyone. David J. Coon with Qigong Awareness, author of Qigong for Beginners, Your Path to Greater Health and Vitality. I have some questions here that people have been asking, and I'm going to do my best to try and answer some of them. So let me take a look and see what we have here. So first of all, one of the questions that's often asked is, who should not practice Qigong? My simple answer is no one. There's no one who should not practice Qigong. Qigong can be practiced while seated. Qigong can be practiced while squatting, like I am. Qigong can be practiced while standing, and that, of course, is in general, okay? Tai Chi typically requires moving around the room and in a form. Tai Chi is a style. It is one kind of Qigong, but there are more than several others, okay? And typically, the practice of Qigong that I teach is a form of medical Qigong. And it's like meditation standing, meditation in movement. And typically, we don't need much more room than what we would take up from our own space, just standing right here in our own space. And rather than an exercise always being the same, like in Tai Chi, they typically do one form. They'll do the same movements, whether it's 24 movements or 108 movements or whatever, and they'll do it consistently, same form. With Qigong, we have some forms like the 8 brocades, where we do 8 specific exercises and we do them in a row, although you'll see slight variations of the order. And then we have other Qigong practices where we're working to clear and cleanse the whole body. The way that I teach online Qigong classes and also my live Qigong classes is that every month I have a highlight. So we might highlight, this month we're highlighting meditation. Another month we might highlight reducing pain. Another month we might focus on alleviating back pain. Another month we might focus on increasing our energy. And then we do specific practices to work on those specific things. That's essentially what medical Qigong is. It has a focus like that. All right, another question here is, how do I start learning Qigong? Well, one of the ways to start is you could start with, for example, our online class, which I teach every Thursday at this moment in time, and you could practice along with us. If you can't meet at that exact time, there are recordings that will be available as soon as I finish, so you can watch there. We also have an easy starting point, which is called 21-Day Qigong Challenge for beginners. It's only 10 minutes a day, and I take you through a routine for 21 days to give you a feel for Qigong, the style that I teach, the way in which I teach, etc. And little by little, you can feel what that does for you, the benefits that that provides for you. I have a lot of people who start practicing Qigong, they can't move this arm. This arm won't lift. And literally a couple days after practicing Qigong, they're able to lift their arm like this. Qigong's really amazing for these kinds of things, okay? So also here, the other question, let's see. People want to know, can I do Qigong and yoga? Well, of course. Yoga is a form of yoga from India, involves stretching and breathing and the development of what is called prana, uh, vital life force, vital breath. Qigong, Qi means vital life force or universal life force. Same idea, but in China they call it Qi instead of prana. And in Qigong, we do have stretching. We just typically don't do as much stretching as they do in yoga. Both of them can be practiced together. That's like saying, for example, can I practice Kung Fu and karate together? The answer is yes. I have black belts in that type of discipline, and I study different martial arts all at the same time. So there are a lot of benefits to that. You could do the same with Qigong and study Qigong and yoga and meditation all at the same time if you so desire. Can I do Qigong and Tai Chi? Yes. Again, similar idea. If you like it and you want to do it, absolutely, they can be practiced together. Tai Chi, again, is more of a constant movement, and you're doing one particular form, and you're moving around the room, and you're practicing particular movements. And Tai Chi is considered an ancient form of martial art, and it's being done in very slow motion with emphasis on breath and emphasis on movement, okay, and posture and so on. Whereas again, Tai Chi or Qigong, that is more of a practice of in my space. If I set the phone down for a moment, oh, oh, clearing the stress in the heart area, breathing energy into my kidneys, stretching, reaching down, running energy down my legs, for example, coming up, inhale, stepping out, pressing toward the sky, separating heaven and earth, for example, inhale, exhale, working right here in my space, opening up spleen and stomach meridians, helping to bring healing to the stomach and the spleen, both for digestion and immune function. This makes this a little medical Qigong. Ask, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hold this area of the lower belly. This area is called lower dantian. Lower dantian, I'm going to start to massage in and around and under the navel center. This is an important area of the body being related to digestion, but this is also referred to sometimes as the second brain, major epicenter of the nervous system here. And we want to learn to help our bodies rest and digest and calm down and begin to produce calming hormones rather than stressful hormones like cortisol. And then we just shake that out. We throw that to the floor. And this gives you a little flavor for a little taste of a couple Qigong exercises. Let me just see if I can incorporate any other questions here that have been asked. So the word Qigong, okay, looks a little weird because it's from China. So if you're not from China, it may look a little weird. But it's pronounced Qi, like cheese almost, but Qi, Gong. You'll also see different spellings of it, like CHI-KUNG, or without the dash, without the hyphen. You'll see slightly different interpretations of that word. They all mean the same thing. They're a little bit more English interpretations and so on. And again, this word means cultivation of universal life force or skilled cultivation of developing, building, gathering, harnessing, holding on to qi, this energy, this life force. Okay. And what are some of the benefits of Qigong? Well, if you've never met me before, you never heard my story. I'm going on 53 plus and years old. But when I was 15 years old, I was diagnosed with severe scoliosis. I was told that I would be crippled by the time I was 30 years old. I had tremendous back pain. I couldn't find anything to remedy that. I went around and saw physical therapists and doctors and acupuncturists and massage therapists and chiropractors, and I could not heal my spine. And Qigong is absolutely one of the very most important key ingredients that helped me to heal my spine by the time I was about 28 years old, which was pretty miraculous in and of itself. I've been teaching Qigong now for about 37 years, and I have many, many, many stories of many people who have healed themselves through this practice. So one of the other questions here is, do you need equipment to practice Qigong? No, you do not even need a yoga mat. Okay, you can practice it anywhere. Just need a bottle of water and some comfortable clothes. Can you wear shoes? Yes. Can you do it without shoes? Yes. Can you do it from a seated position in a chair? Yes. Okay. Can anybody do it? Yes, pretty much. If you can move your body and you can breathe, you can do Qigong. Can you do Qigong sitting down? Just answered that one. Where to start with Qigong? We have a 21-day Qigong challenge for beginners. It's not super challenging, okay? I mean, it's a little challenging because it's 21 days of consistent practice, but it's not super challenging. And it's only 10 minutes a day, and you can see a tremendous amount of benefit from this particular practice. That's a great place to start. The other place you might start is taking our online class on Thursdays, where I teach Qigong practice. I also record it, so if you can't join live, you can go back and watch it later. And I think that does it for these kinds of questions. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think one of the last ones I just saw there was, what is medical Qigong? Medical Qigong is a form of Qigong, and it's actually a form of traditional Chinese medicine. And it is the father of the more modern acupuncture. It's a whole system of studying the body and an ancient science. It incorporates physical movements, but it also includes hands-on and hands-off healing from practitioners. So thanks so much for tuning in. You have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Again, my name is David Coon with Qigong Awareness. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.